Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and stay tuned by clicking the bell icon. Bold and the Beautiful Must-Watch Moments, March 18. Ridge and Eric get a reality check. The Bold and the Beautiful Must-Watch Moments for Tuesday, March 18, focus on big changes around the office as Ridge and Eric discover a game-changing revelation that shakes up the office. There was a huge shift in dynamics last week when Carter Lawrence St. Victor finally did the right thing and put an end to the coup. He tore up the document keeping him in power and even apologized to the family he betrayed. It was an emotional end to an emotionally charged situation, and Carter is lucky his friends are so forgiving. Not only did Eric, John McCook, and Ridge, Thorsten Kaye, give him grace, but they even allowed him to keep his old job. Win-win, right? The transition back to the way things were isn't going to be as cut and dry as one might expect. Carter made huge changes to the very foundation of the company. Changes he knew the big bosses didn't want and would never agree to. In fact, those changes were the whole reason for the coup in the first place. Now that the Forresters are back in power, will Carter's hard-won legacy go out the window? In the latest episode of The Bold and the Beautiful on March 18, the Forrester family is rocked by a series of powerful moments that will leave fans on the edge of their seats. While the show has long been known for its dramatic plot twists and larger-than-life characters, this episode hits a different note, focusing on introspection, family loyalty, and the harsh reality of the choices that have been made. Among the standout moments, Ridge and Eric Forrester, two of the most central figures in the Forrester legacy, faced a much-needed reality check that will not only change their personal dynamics, but could alter the future of Forrester Creations. Ridge's moment of reckoning. The episode kicks off with Ridge, the strong-willed and often overconfident patriarch of the Forrester family, grappling with his own mistakes. While Ridge has always prided himself on being the glue that holds the family together, he's starting to realize that his decisions, both professional and personal, have not been as flawless as he once believed. In the early scenes of the episode, Ridge is confronted by a harsh truth when he has a tense conversation with his father, Eric Forrester. Ridge, ever the proud Forrester, walks into the Forrester Creations boardroom with his typical swagger, only to be met with an unexpected confrontation. Eric, looking more contemplative than usual, wastes no time in bringing up the recent drama surrounding the family business. Ridge, meet to talk about where we're headed, Eric says in a calm yet firm tone. Ridge's initial reaction is defensive, as he assumes this is yet another one of his father's concerns about the future of the company. But Eric is not just concerned about the business. He's concerned about the Forrester family itself, and he's not holding back. You've been so focused on your legacy and what you think is best for this company, Ridge, that you've lost sight of the bigger picture, Eric continues. Forrester Creations isn't just about profits and power. It's not the people we built this company for. Your choices, your alliances, they've been putting a strain on everything we've worked for. Ridge, who is used to being the one in charge, is stunned by Eric's words. The weight of his father's disapproval settles on him, and for the first time in a long while, Ridge is forced to question his own actions. The scene is a pivotal moment for Ridge's character, as it shows the vulnerability beneath the confident facade he's always put up. He's not just the son of the iconic Eric Forrester. He's a man who must confront his own failings, both as a businessman and as a father. Eric's criticism cuts deep, but it also serves as a wake-up call for Ridge. This conversation marks the beginning of a much-needed self-reflection that will have lasting consequences for the Forrester family dynamics in the coming weeks. Eric's own realization. While Ridge is grappling with his own reality check, Eric isn't immune to the lessons of the day either. Over the years, Eric has built an empire, and while he's proud of his legacy, he's also faced countless challenges, from the complicated relationships within his family to the constant pressure to keep Forrester Creations at the forefront of the fashion world. But as he sits across from Ridge, he realizes that perhaps he, too, has been so focused on his vision for the company that he's overlooked the emotional toll his decisions have taken on his family. Later in the episode, Eric has a quiet conversation with Quinn, his wife, in which he admits his concerns about the future of Forrester Creations and the family. I've spent so much time trying to keep things afloat, Quinn, he says, his voice heavy with regret. But in doing so, I may have ignored the things that really matter. I've let myself become blinded by the business. Quinn, ever the supportive wife, listens carefully, knowing that Eric's struggles go deeper than just the company. She reminds him of the importance of family and the fact that sometimes stepping back and letting others lead is necessary for the greater good. Eric's acknowledgement of his own shortcomings in this scene is a crucial turning point for him. He is no longer the untouchable patriarch of the Forrester dynasty. He is a man who must come to terms with his own role in the unraveling of the family dynamic. Ridge and Eric, a father-son power struggle. One of the most compelling aspects of this episode is the complex relationship between Ridge and Eric. As the two men come to terms with their own personal realities, their father-son dynamic is put to the test. The earlier confrontation between them marks the beginning of what promises to be an intense battle for control of Forrester Creations. As Ridge starts to reconsider his approach to both his career and his personal life, he finds himself at odds with Eric's vision for the company. Ridge is no stranger to taking charge, but Eric's insistence on family-first values starts to clash with Ridge's more ambitious goals. This power struggle is not just about business, it's about legacy, pride, and what each man believes is the right way forward for their family. In the coming episodes, Ridge and Eric's relationship is sure to become even more fraught with tension, as they both struggle to find their place in the evolving Forrester empire. For Ridge, it may mean accepting that his father's vision is just as valid as his own, something he's never been good at doing. For Eric, it may mean finally relinquishing some control and allowing the next generation to take charge, even if that means stepping back from the role he's held for so long. The ripple effect on the Forrester family. As if the tension between Ridge and Eric wasn't enough, the ripple effect of their reality checks begins to spread throughout the rest of the Forrester family. Steffi, who has always been caught between her father and grandfather, finds herself in an increasingly precarious position. She has always been one to fight for what she believes is right. But with the growing divide between Ridge and Eric, she may soon have to choose sides in a battle that could shake the foundation of the Forrester family forever. Meanwhile, Thomas, always the wild card in the family, senses an opportunity to use the tension between Ridge and Eric to his advantage. While he may not openly challenge either of them, Thomas is keenly aware of the shifting dynamics, and it's only a matter of time before he positions himself to take full advantage of the rift. The episode ends on a cliffhanger, leaving viewers with the question of whether Ridge and Eric will be able to reconcile their differences, or if this moment of reckoning will mark the beginning of a deeper family divide. The future of Forrester Creations, and the Forrester family as a whole, hangs in the balance. March 18's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful serves as a pivotal turning point for both Ridge and Eric Forrester. Through a series of hard-hitting conversations and emotional moments, both men come to realize that their decisions have far-reaching consequences. For Ridge, it's a moment of humility, as he comes face-to-face with the impact of his choices. For Eric, it's a reminder that sometimes, letting go of control is the hardest but most necessary thing a leader can do. As the family struggles to find balance, viewers can expect even more explosive moments to come. With Ridge and Eric facing their reality checks, the stage is set for a dramatic shift in the Forrester family dynamics. The question remains, will they be able to mend the rift, or will this be the beginning of the end for the Forrester dynasty? Stay tuned to The Bold and the Beautiful for the next chapter in this riveting saga. If you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and share.